Alright, welcome back. We've just about beaten this boss, who is definitely quite the challenge. There we go. We just need one flame ball and that's it. That took a little bit longer than I would have wanted it to, but...
This is horrible. We can't just leave that woman in this prison. We must find a way to free her from here.
Sybil, do not do that! I know this woman. She is not here by accident. She is a witch. If you free her, we all run the risk of falling under the power of her magic.
But Father, we can't just let this poor person die here. It would be inhuman.
Inhuman? That is exactly what she is, my child.
He's the wicked one. Aeolus, is it not? He's the one who imprisoned me, with no food or water, and barely clothed.
What? You lying bitch! Don't listen to her.
Father?
She is trying to manipulate you. Use your brain, child.
I'm begging you, get me out of here. I can't hold on much longer.
Who are you?
My name is Edwen. The ignorant will tell you that I'm a witch, a sorceress, or even a necromancer. The truth is much simpler and more socially acceptable. I am, in fact, a magician. But neither as powerful nor as evil-minded as they think me.
She lies to thee. She is hiding something, and it is not her body.
You would say that.
I beg your pardon.
No, nothing.
Believe me, she is powerful. She is evil, and she is a danger to us all.
Well, Demon said that we shouldn't free her. Well, I'd love to find out more about Aeolus. He doesn't seem like he's the nice, uptight guy that we all think he is. So let's try to suss him
know
out.
a lot about her. What the hell are you doing here anyway?
The steward asked me to look into a dark power that has been affecting some of the villagers. Something evil. And my search has led me here. It is no coincidence. That cursed woman is the cause.
I wouldn't expect him to admit to keeping a woman captive in the swamps for his own evil purposes.
Nonsense.
Ah. That's pretty interesting. And he came here with no escort. Obviously, he was going to use that lady for his own
And so you
needs.
just trotted out here with no escort. What, were you afraid we'd charge you extra?
I came here as quickly as possible, yes, to stop you committing a grievous error. I was hoping that you would escort us back to the village afterwards. Without a supplement, yes. Seems to me that you are quite well paid.
So we've got two options. I kind of want to free her just to find out what'll happen.
I've never been in the habit of just letting people die like animals in a cage. Whatever their crimes may be. This woman doesn't look like a dead walker. That's enough for me. We'll take her back to Valvanor, and you can tell your stories to them.
Stay away, you stupid girl. No! Fools! Leave her in that cage.
Now meet your eternity.
What are you doing to him? Let him go!
Very well. You may have him. I am finished.
Father? Father! Oh no, no! This can't be happening!
You're gonna wish you had died back there in that cell, you sick bitch.
Wait, wait! If I am to die, I wish to know who stands before me.
Vulcan, Powder Master of the Freedom Blades. I don't owe you anything. I'm your new jailer. You're coming with me. That sounds a bit kinky. How about we go with the Vulcan, Powder Master of the Freedom Blades?
I am Vulcan, Powder Master of the Freeborn Blades. And as for the man you made the mistake of killing, he was our...
That is not my question. Who stands before me? Are you an imbecile or blind?
I might be the mercenary who is going to grab you by your snake of a tongue and throw you into the darkest pit he can find.
From what I can see, you're an imbecile, incapable of piercing the face that hides the true nature of the Red Scribes.
Well, I can pierce your face, if that's all you want, in several places.
Mock, if you like. Lamb that you are. You insist on believing that your employers are only scholars, curious and inoffensive. Can you not see more? Red Scribes, Ice Lords, they come from the same mold, and they want the same thing. Some are simply more successful in their efforts. Aeolus thought I possessed knowledge which he could use to become the equal of the Ice Lords. That's why he questioned me.
So what? We're at war, and getting our asses kicked. We can't really blame him for trying to find a way to stop the Deadwalkers.
Of course. It was for the good of all that I was captured and sequestered here in secret. It was to protect freedom that I was starved, tortured, and humiliated for weeks on end. It was goodwill and kindness that made him enslave a monster to guard my prison. Oh yes, I heard them, all of the screams. That beast did not lack for meat. No, indeed. Yes, in truth, the scribe was such a brave man that it was only for the happiness of his darling daughter that he tried to stab her.
That's ridiculous. You are the monster. You're a liar. My father wasn't like that. A liar! You murderer! You'll pay for what you did!
Sybil, wait! Witch, I suggest you behave yourself if you don't want to find yourself back rotting in that cell of yours. I'm far from finished with you. I have questions. Lots of questions. And you had better make damn sure I like the answers.
So be it. Then I will tell you exactly what you want to hear, mercenary.
You had the upper hand. Why did you decide to kill the leader of the Red Scribes?
I desperately needed to replenish my power, so I drained his. My mood grows a bit murderous when I get too hungry, or when I spend too many days trapped in a filthy cell without so much as a toilet. Your friend was no hero. His aim was to reproduce the same ancient rituals that permitted powerful magicians to become the Ice Lords that we are fighting even now.
He wasn't my friend. He was my employer, and a very influential man. You could have spared him, giving credence to your version of events, but you chose to kill him, and thus any chance of them listening to you.
He was a deceitful and manipulative man. No one would have listened to me. So I permitted myself the pleasure of preventing him from harming anyone else.
The World Heart has had nothing but suffering from these magicians. I rejoice at this death. We need more like it.
Well, the demons definitely seems to like what we've done, so that's kind of a good thing. Or at least what she's done. No, I think killing him was a mistake.
Your pleasure won't last long. I have to bring you to Valvanor, where both of us are going to be in a lot of trouble. And since you took it upon yourself to kill their leader, I think you can expect that the Red Scribes are going to want you dead.
Do what you must do, mercenary. I'm your prisoner and will offer no resistance. Therefore, take me to your captain.
My captain? We have a contract with the Red Scribes. If you have decided you'd rather end it all, I can do it right here, right now, if you like. Cleanly. Otherwise, your best move is to tell your side of the story to the steward, if he'll even listen to you.
Ah, but there is the girl.
What girl? Sybil? You're dreaming. You killed her father right before her own eyes. She's never gonna take your side.
On the contrary, she will tell the truth. She will confirm all that happened here.
We'll see. But whatever happens, if I go down witch, I guarantee you'll go down even harder.
What should we do? Let's get moving though.
Let's finish this discussion in Valvanor. We better get back before they send a battalion out to look for us.
I think that's just about enough talking for one episode, or at least dialogue. There's a heck of a lot of dialogue in the game, that's for certain. Alright, so chapter 1, a village of refugees, has been completed, I think. Now it's time to report the facts to the steward. We haven't come down this way, so this is new. Hopefully we actually just get to go to where we want to go, this past Valvanor. Alright. So this seems like it'll be pretty straightforward. We've already been here before. Going through to Valvanor. Then we get to Valvanor, through those 2 gates. Very well protected Valvanor is. Alright, so, you want us to talk to Sybil, and Sybil is not here. She is all the way down here, and we've been here. So just make sure we're going the right way. We also did level up to level 10 before that fight. Although after killing that boss, we're still not level 11. You'd think that you'd get enough points to level up with that boss. He took me a good 5-10 minutes to destroy. So that's why we sort of edited a lot of that out. Anyways, let's see. I don't really want anything here because I'm going for Swashbuckler. Alright. And we don't have any more points over here. But what I wanted to actually check out before we got distracted was how do we escape to here? Alright, we can turn left. If that is an exit here. I think it is. Very small one, but it'll do. Any more of these little flying insects over here? I think there were a couple over here though. To the left, if I remember. Or not. Alright. Let's keep going. Let's actually run so we can actually get there quicker. We do run pretty quickly. Is the witch behind us? She is. Okay. Wasn't too bad. Wonder how the day-night cycle goes, because you can actually set up camp and you can go to sleep, which I'm assuming it also saves the game for you, and then you get to maybe go to whatever time of day you want, or maybe it just goes to the time of day, like fast forwards 8 or so hours.
I gotta go face him.
Well, first go see your steward before the villagers listen. Vulcan.
It'll probably turn into an interrogation pretty quickly. Try not to make it worse for yourself.
I'll definitely tell you right now that she will be a love interest for Vulcan. I don't want to talk to you. I want to go ahead and actually go into the hall.
I'd rather stay here if you don't mind.
Why? You're not planning to give me the slip by any chance, are you?
I don't like the idea of getting locked up by the Red Scribes again. It might provoke me into a loss of my legendary restraint. And I'm sure that you don't want to have to scrape another one of your employers up off the ground.
Well, it's true that I prefer they remain in one piece. All right, fine, you can stay here. But if you do get it in your head to run away, I will find you. And you won't like it when I do.
I'm trembling, but yes, I'll wait here.
I think she was talking a bit sarcastically. Edwen has left the group. Oh, but she's still there. So she hasn't completely backstabbed us. I'm assuming I needed to go there. If not, well, we can just muck her about in the village hall, just find some things that we can do over here, because I haven't really checked out the village hall apart from that cutscene.
Did you find this famous beast?
Found it and killed it. But don't hold your breath waiting for its fur for next winter, because I didn't bring it back for you.
Excellent news. I knew the village could count on you.
Actually, not so excellent. Alis is dead.
Dead? But no, that's not possible. Are you sure?
When it doesn't move and it doesn't breathe and it looks at you with an even stupider gaze than one of your guards, that generally means it's dead, yeah.
I demand that you show some respect. The Red Scribes are a precious help to us here. Aeolus was a useful man, a good man, and he was under your care.
Your good man had a few skeletons in his closet. He was controlling the swamp beast to keep people away. He had you all fooled. Aelus was even ready to kill his own daughter to cover up his secrets.
What nonsense is this? How can you make such ridiculous accusations? Am I to understand he died at your hands?
Don't mention Edwen, or he wanted to kill his captive, but he failed. I kind of want to mention Edwen, so I will.
He turned up all alone at the place where I fought the beast. No guide, no escort. He knew the way. And after coming after Sybil, he tried to kill his captive to shut her up. There was a fight, and he didn't survive.
What madness. What do you know of this prisoner? If Aeolus held her captive, she must have been dangerous.
I don't know much. Edwin isn't exactly the talkative type.
Well then, you must find out immediately. As of now, she is your responsibility. I should deliver her to the Red Scribes without any further ado, yet, after what you have told me, I no longer know what to think. She will be given a fair hearing. Until that time, she never leaves your presence. If there is the least incident, I promise you, you shall answer for it. And there is no prison here, in case you had not noticed.
Okay. Sounds fair to me.
However low your opinion was of Aeolus, his death is a great loss for Valvanor. He was meant to be looking into a most disturbing matter.
All right, I can see where this is headed. What do you want?
There is no guarantee that you have the necessary skills to handle this matter, Freeborn Blade. Even Mirana is flummoxed.
What is it? An epidemic?
That's exactly what I'd like to know. Several of the villagers have been behaving curiously of late. They have become distant, taciturn, and barely react to the world around them.
They're just hungover. You'd know if you got drunk more often, and you look like you need to.
I believe there are a few here who know the difference. It's something else. They seem very concentrated, as though they are observing us. I feared some kind of sickness and that it will spread throughout the village.
Got it. I'll slap him around a little. That should wake him up.
My goodness. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but I must confess the results interest me more than the methods.
Well, that's gonna be my method, so let's leave it at that if you don't mind. I'm not helping you because you made puppy eyes at the captain.
Right. Well, that was a rather blunt conversation. Who is this guy?
The Order of the Freeborn Blades is of great repute, and the mercenary does honor to its name. The mercenary's powers are both astonishing and fascinating. The knight would like to duel with the mercenary, that he may judge the mercenary's strength.
You want to fight? Okay.
Sure.
Let's test it
I can
out.
never turn down a good fight. But maybe we should take it outside if we don't want to break everything in here.
The knight is honored, and bows to his adversary's wisdom.
Well, I don't say him bow, but this will be an interesting fight against Valvanor, the third person speaking guy. Definitely speaks a little bit weird. Although I'm not really sure what to think about the dialogue. They speak in like medieval English,
Will not hold
Old
back
English.
his blows.
Oh, you can count on it.
Oh, that hurt. Alright, how can I heal myself up? I do not know. Oi. Alright. What I'm gonna have to do is get out of here. Take a health potion if I'm able to before I die. Oh god, don't die, don't die. How did I not die? Look. We can't use our magic on him really because he's so far away. Here we go.
The knight has never before battled an adversary with such power, and he believes that he could be that which is needed to change the course of this war.
You fight pretty good yourself. What are you doing in the middle of these swamps when you could be making a difference on the battlefield?
The knight has fought a great many battles, but he feels he can be more useful protecting those who have nothing left.
Where did you learn your moves? I can't believe you learned to fight like that in this backwater.
The knight has traveled far and fought many battles. He has only lived in his village for a short time.
I have to go. I'm glad we could test each other's mettle. It was fun.
Before his adversary rushes off to fight other battles, the knight has a question for him. He wishes to know if the freeborn blades would like him to join them.
I can ask the captain.
I'm not the one who decides who joins the company, but I can ask the captain for you.
He has thought long on it, and wishes it would be so.
Well, that's great. I'll ask him, but I can't promise you anything.
Alright, wow. That was quite a challenge as well, but thankfully we did level up. I couldn't really use my magic on him, at least it was quite the struggle. So we won the duel.
As I understand it, some people are behaving even more stupidly than they normally do.
Oh, ouch.
That's right. They have asked me to check it out.
Perfect. I'll come along with you.
Hang on. What is your interest in all of this? Don't tell me it's the pleasure of my company.
Well, it is a rare pleasure following along behind a fire-breathing trooper.
A trooper who pulled you out of the death pit you were stuck in?
Now that you mention it, it's true that you do exude a certain smoldering heat. And besides, I feel so very alone here, surrounded by hatred and suspicion. Plus, if I tag along with you, I might at least get to know you better.
Definitely going to be a love interest. I've got a few doubts about your sincerity.
I have to admit I've got some doubts about your sincerity. Your attempts to be charming.
Attempts? Are you saying they didn't work?
Is there something you're not telling me? What are you trying to prove by coming with me?
How perceptive, how brilliant.
Yeah, great. Just tell me what you know or think you know about all of this.
All right, but keep it to yourself for the moment. We don't want to start a panic, at least not until we're completely sure of ourselves. It seems to me that I recognize these symptoms, and if I am right, these people are possessed.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm not yet certain. We absolutely must inspect and investigate further in order to be sure. But I think the Deadwalker army is behind all of this.
All right, let's go.
Alright, about time. But with that being said, that'll be it for the end of the episode. Find out what we're about to do though. And after all, we did level up. So let's go do that now before we finish this off. So we can have a bit of fun. We've got a mercenary breastplate as well. I don't really want to do anything over here. Alright, let's go upgrade our guy. Probably the spell is cast instantaneously will help us out, so it doesn't take like 5 or so seconds to do all of that. And then send 2 more orbs of fire sounds pretty good. Alright, pretty cool. Hits send 4 more orbs of fire. That would do a lot of damage though, I'd imagine. Like a heck of a lot of damage. Alright, so that's that done. Now we've got 2 more points here and we'll go with the swashbuckler. So we got sword damage +2. Should make things a little bit easier again. That being said, that's it for another episode. We're definitely going quite well through the game. Till next time guys though, I'll see you later.